Hey there, Scott here from Chicago, and I just wanted to take a quick moment today to talk to you a little bit about email headers. Email headers are basically the nuts and bolts of an email, and it can really, taking a look at them can really give you some serious insight into pretty much anything you want to know about a given email. So first, we're going to look at it from an end user's point of view. I'm just going to use Gmail here because that's one of the biggest email clients out there. So basically, to get the headers for an email from the end user standpoint, you're basically going to have to open up the email. You're going to want to click on this down arrow over here to get this drop-down menu, and all you got to do is click Show Original. From there, you get this huge info dump of all of this data. A lot of it seems pretty unreadable, and it really, really is. It's confusing, and there's a ton of info here, but maybe we can demystify this just a touch to see some of the information that's getting passed along here. Some of the basics are, here's a lot of the HTML of the actual email. This is how this email is structured, how it's presenting itself to you in your inbox. Once you've opened up the email, you can see some things like tables, some of the styling, the body of the actual email. It's all in there, and it's telling your email client how to show you the email. But what's even more interesting is the nuts and bolts of how the email is sent, and that's what we can see up in the top part of these headers. For instance, you search for from, you'll see a lot of different values that pop up, but one of them is the actual address that the email is from. This email is sent from Intercom Status's email address, status@alerts.intercom.com. You can also see that it was sent to my email address here at Intercom. And you can see a ton more information about this. You can see the subject. You can see, if you look up a little bit, you can see this DKIM signature, which we talked about a little earlier. How DKIM works. It's the authentication method of, that we use at Intercom. One of them that we use at Intercom to identify the sender of the email. And you can see a lot more information. If you ever want to dig into this stuff, there's some great info out there that breaks down pretty much every single aspect of the headers, because I know it's a lot, so it's worth taking a look into. And then on the other side of things, if you want to check out the headers from the Intercom side of things for an email that was sent into Intercom, you can do that as well. You'll first need to find the conversation that you're trying to find the headers of. I've got one ready here. This was a conversation sent in by me into Intercom. And you can actually find the headers for every single email that comes in, including specific parts of a conversation. So you're going to have to find the conversation part that you want to find the headers of. This one only has one right here. So I'm going to click Expand on that. And from there, you can click View Email. And this will pop up a very similar info dump to the one that you saw in Gmail. This one it's slightly cleaner. It's a little bit easier to read, but it's still a ton of information. Some of the important things that we looked at on the Gmail side of things are still present here. You can see the from address. You can see the to address. This is the my incoming email address for my test app. You can see the subject. And we stripped the body out of this one because we display that earlier on our conversations page. So this just has the actual sending headers. You can see the DKIM signature here if you want to take a look into that. One of the interesting things that you can see also that you might want to investigate from the incoming to Intercom side of things is these Mailgun scores. This is actually basically displaying how we've rated the incoming email in terms of spam. So it's giving you things like a spam score. This is maybe the most important one. But it also lets you know that it's passing DKIM and it's passing SPF, giving you some basic rundowns of if we think this incoming email is spammy or not. But overall, this is just a basic rundown. I don't want to go into the weeds too much on this. I just wanted to give a basic explanation of how email headers can be found and kind of what you can be looking for in them. Hope that helps. Thanks a lot, guys.